Subhanallah, Subhanallah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil wa ni'mal mawla wa ni'mal nasir. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil wa ni'mal mawla wa ni'mal nasir. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil wa ni'mal mawla wa ni'mal nasir. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil wa ni'mal mawla wa ni'mal nasir. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil wa ni'mal mawla wa ni'mal nasir. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil wa ni'mal mawla wa ni'mal nasir. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil wa ni'mal mawla wa ni'mal nasir. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil wa ni'mal mawla wa ni'mal nasir. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil wa ni'mal mawla wa ni'mal nasir. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil wa ni'mal mawla wa ni'mal nasir. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil wa ni'mal mawla wa ni'mal nasir. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil wa ni'mal mawla wa ni'mal nasir. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil wa ni'mal mawla wa ni'mal nasir. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil wa ni'mal mawla wa ni'mal nasir. Ya Mawla Meherban, we all have gathered here, Mawla. Ya Mawla, to be blessed by the pearls of wisdom, Mawla. You bestow upon us in your Farman Mubarak, Mawla. Ya Mawla, bless us with this courage, this ability, your friendship, Mawla. This grace of yours, Mawla, that we understand all the pearls of wisdoms, Mawla, all the tawili meaning hidden in your farmans, Mawla. Ya Mawla Meherban, Ya Mushkil Kusha. Ya Mawla, we are very weak, very feeble, Mawla. Ya Mawla Meherban, Ya Mawla Meherban. We seek your mercy, Mawla. We seek courage from you, Mawla. We seek strength from you, Mawla, because we do not see it in us, Mawla. Ya Mawla, we find ourselves very weak, Mawla. Ya Mawla Meherban, it is only through your mercy, it is only through your rahmat, Mawla, that we will be able to walk on this path, Mawla. Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, keep us in your protection, Mawla. Panha, Ya Mawla, Aman, Ya Mawla. Ya Mawla Meherban, Ya Mawla Meherban, help us choose what you like us to choose, Mawla. Ya Mawla, help us do what you would like us to do, Mawla. Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, all our thoughts and actions are Mawla, are based on your hidayat, Mawla. Ya Mawla Meherban, Ya Mawla Meherban, Ya Mawla Meherban, help us, Mawla. Allahumma ja'alli nuran fi qalbi wa nuran fi sam'i wa nuran fi basari wa nuran fi lisani wa nuran fi sha'ri wa nuran fi bashari wa nuran fi lahmi wa nuran fi dami wa nuran fi izami wa nuran fi asabi wa nuran bayna yadaya wa nuran min khalfi wa nuran an yamini wa nuran an yasari wa nuran min fawqi wa nuran min tahti Ya Imam Zaman, Ya Maulana anta quwwati wa anta sanadi wa alayka tikali ya hazir ya mawjud ya nur Maulana Shah Karim Hussaini Hazri anta Imamul Haqqul Mubin. Allahumma laka sujudi wa taati. Ya Mola, Ya Mola, Ya Mola, accept our zikr, Giriya Uzari in your huzur, Mola. Ya Mola, Mehriban, Ya Mola, help us, Mola, help us. Ya Ali Madad to all friends.
Mola Ali Madad.
Mola Ali Madad.
Mola Ali Madad, Mola Ali Madad.
Mola Ali Madad Niamat Saifa.
Shukr Alhamdulillah, Ya Ali Madad. Today we will
Mola Ali
continue.
Madad.
Mola Ali Madad Marisa. We will continue with our Farman of Ahmedabad, February 16th, 1996. And we are on this page 97. All right. Please recite the salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. દુનિયાના કામ છે એ ને એક રૂપિયો મળે છે. આપણે અહીંયા હતા. મોમિનની ફરજ છે કે દુઆ પડે, જ્ઞાન શીખે, કોઈનું માલ ના ખાય, પરાય औरतથી દૂર રહે, બદનજર ના કરે, કોઈ પોતાનું સગું વહાલું હોય, અગર બીજું કોઈ હોય તેને દુઃખ ના આપે, ને ખોટી વાત ના કરે. જે કોઈ આ પ્રમાણે કરશે અને પરાઈ औरत સામું નહીં જોવે, પરાયું માલ નહીં ખાય, તેની औलाद અને માલ હલાલ છે. કોઈનું માલ ખાશો અને કોઈના ઉપર ખોટા આડ ચડાવશે, શરાબ પીશે, તેની औलाद હરામ છે. વળી કોઈનું માલ ખાશે અને શરાબ પીશે તે પણ હરામ થાય છે. આ દુનિયાની વાત છે. આખિરત માટે દુઆ પડો, જ્ઞાન બોલો તો આખિરતનું ભલું મળે. So we had talked about this paragraph, that how Imam is first telling us about all the worldly things and then what not to do, and then literally towards the end he says, do the work of hereafter. Do the work of hereafter. Protect yourself from all this sinning in the worldly life and work hard to prepare for the hereafter. તમે બધા ભાઈઓ છો, એક બાપના દીકરા પેઠે સમજો. ખોજા, ગુપ્તી, મોમના તે તમામ ભાઈઓ છે એમ સમજો. અમારા મુરીદ હોય તે અહીં હોય કે બીજે હોય, તે તમામ એક બાપના દીકરા છે તેમ જાણો. So if we look at these two paragraphs, the first paragraph Imam starts with actually what are the things which are must on Mumin, right? Dua pade, gnan sikhe, does not steal, does not do any bad nazar, protects himself or herself from sinning. Do not hurt anybody. Stay on the path of Sirat al-Mustaqim, be honest, be sincere. Those who work like that, those who do not, do all what Imam has said, and then, interestingly, Mola adds one thing, કોઈના ઉપર ખોટા આજ ચડાવશે, meaning cause problems for others, have bad intentions in the heart, or say bad things about other people. કોઈના ઉપર ખોટા આજ ચડાવશે, શરાબ પીશે, તેની औलाद હરામ છે. If they drink alcohol, their children will be haram. So this part, the children will be haram or halal, we had talked about it, but it is an important point that we have to realize that it is not just our physical children. Yes, whatever we teach our physical children, they learn. And we have to teach our physical children what we ought to be teaching. But this is not limited to our physical children. The Aulad, remember the concept of the world of particles. The whole world of particles is within us. Rome, Rome, Maru Shah Vase. Each cell has a soul in it. And that is all our subjects, right? And we have to protect them. We have to teach them, meaning by staying in zikr, ibadat, ilm, we are keeping all the beings which are there, because we are not just one soul. One soul is I. But other than that, there are millions and trillions of souls within us. In order to have that sync in all our body. It is interesting when we say the word sync. If on your tablet, phone, computer, if things are not in sync, it will create you problem. You will not be able to function. You will not be able to function if things are not in sync. You will continuously have to go back and redo things. Similarly, if our whole being is not in sync, all the world of particles which is within us, if it is not in sync, some are pulling that way, others are pulling this way, and you are trying to stay here. It doesn't work out. It doesn't work out. And that is why there'll be a lot of disturbances within the being, within the being. So when we understand this word, kota art charavshe, meaning within our being, when we are going different directions. And when someone is going in a different direction, they are not in sync, they are automatically in sync. Because Mubin is always in sync, right? So I hope that we realize the layers of meaning when Imam gives us hidayah. Wari koi no mal khashe and sharab pise to par haram she. And then let's say if you're working hard to stay in sync, but your physical earning is not pure. Anything which is impure around you, near you, will give you disturbance in your soul. A moment's desire is not just becoming clean and pure in one way or one aspect, from all the aspect, from all the aspect. And when we do that, in Kalam-i Imam-i Mubin, Imam somewhere says that it is good to be mazloom than zalim, meaning it is good to be in a situation where somebody is doing wrong to you, then you are doing wrong to others. When you are innocent and somebody is mistreating you, they are doing wrong to you, that is the better position. Then you become someone who is doing wrong to others. Do not do that. Do not do that. Because when we are in a situation when others are, doing wrong to us, Imam becomes our protector. The Quwwat of Imam, La Fatah illa Ali, La Saif illa Zulfikar. His talwar, his Quwwat, his power is with us. And we remain innocent. Right? So we have to realize that when we make choices like that, when we make choices, these are not easy choices, these are hard choices. But when we make choices like that, it makes it easier for us to be on the path. Why? Because when we are innocent, when we are not the ones who are hurting anybody, Imam's love, Imam's name, remembrance comes easier for us. And then Dunyani, then Imam again says, emphasizes that all what I'm saying, it is related to this world, meaning our physical body is in this world. We are talking about this world. We are not talking about just others, being honest and sincere to others. Be honest to our own self, that we ourselves are not going into different directions, right? When we think of carnal soul desiring things, that carnal soul has to be suppressed, tamed. So we walk on the path based on our intellect, right? And it's a constant practice and taming. It's a process, a gradual process. When we do that, then we are walking on the Akhirat ka path, right? Sirat al-Mustaqim, to be preparing for the hereafter. And then Imam talks about unity. Remember, today Imam has given us this one Jama'at logo, right? That we are one Jama'at. And within this one Jama'at, we have so many different types of Jama'ati members who speak different languages, have different cultures, different traditions. Are we going to look down upon others because they have different tradition? They remember Imam in a different way. Their attitudes towards Jamaat Khana is different because they have been brought up in a different culture. Are we going to judge them, or we are going to be welcoming everybody, every Jamaati member wholeheartedly? Right? Imam says that we all are brothers and sisters. We are all his children. And within children, how caring we are, siblings, how much we do care for each other. Their same desire should be there for Jamaat as well. That sincerity, that purity to help and serve the Jamaat because they are brothers and sisters, it should be there. Here, I also would like to draw your attention that Imam talks about Gupti. You know, there is a Jamaat. That time, there was definitely the Jamaat. Even today's time, there are people who are Gupti. Gupti meaning those who do not let anybody know that they are smiley by heart. They stay whoever they are, but they are there. They are lovers of Imam. They pay the son and they remember Imam. But so, on top, they do let people call them whatever. They don't know. They remain hidden. But Imam is giving all this example of Khoja, Momna, Arab, all, Badakshani. We have Tajikistani. There are so many types of members who have different languages and different traditions actually, right? All are brothers and sisters. અમારું મુરીદ હોય તે અહીં હોય કે બીજે હોય તે તમામ એક બાપના દીકરા છે તેમ સમજવું. Either they are with us or they are in different countries, wherever they are smileys and they are brothers and sisters. We should have pain in our heart. And if they are going through physical difficulties and we are blessed, we help them physically, spiritually, intellectually. No stone left unturned to help our brothers and sisters. કાબુલી હોય, ઈરાની હોય, ગુપ્તી હોય, તે બધા મુરીદ ભાઈઓ છે. How interesting. Kabuli from Afghanistan, from Iran, Gupti, hidden smiley, all are smileys. Sarve sarkha છે. Everybody is equal. Tanto fasad karo cho te nahi karu. Can you imagine that at that time, Imam says that if you are creating conflicts, why conflicts? We were very blessed that Imam, when Akali Shah came to Iran and after Iran, India, and Imam stayed with us, in between us. And our ancestors were with Imam, living in the same place. But with time, it changed, right? But we had a very close interaction with Imam and, being able to go to his bungalow and being able to have his didar and, be with Imam. Interestingly, the Jamaat, Pir Nasir Khusro's Jamaat, did not have that opportunity. The Jamaat in Tajikistan, China, Afghanistan, some of them had not had didar until Hazri Imam. For generations, they had not seen Imam or had the opportunities like our, forefathers had. Despite of that, it's very normal. I mean, we can understand it, right? That when Imam is close, we are blessed, we are happy, but we also become possessive. That Imam is ours. But Imam says that these are all my children, and I love them equally. When our Imam is saying that, and we do bhed bhav, hasad, or fitna, or giving priority to one but not the other, what we are doing, it counts into creating fitna, conflicts. And Imam says, don't do that. So, of course, in today's time, we have some Jamaats who are blessed with lots of Jama'ati members coming to them in their Jamaat Khana from Afghanistan or wherever. Yeah? Lot of Jamaat has migrated due to Imam's Farman. And I do hear some stories that in some Jamaat Khana it is very difficult because their way of doing things are very different. So Jamaat struggles and they do not want to stay with the same Jamaat. This is the Farman given to us in 1896. Haji Imam's Faramin on pluralism, unity are countless. We have to realize when we are walking on the path of knowledge, we have to be really, really open-hearted, have a big heart, and do what is right to do, right thing to do, right? Do not create conflicts because we all are brothers and sisters. તમે પોતપોતામાં નજવી વાતમાં તંતો કરો છો તે નહીં કરો. નજવી like very small, thing. ના જેવી વાત, like the negligible things, and we make it a big deal and create stress, conflict, frustrations. Do not do that, Imam says. Do not do that. Be in acceptance because we are different. Our traditions, Pir Nasir Khusro's traditions and Pir Sadruddin's traditions are different in the sense that we do things differently. But we are all children of Imam. Badha kamo potpotama salathi karwa. Have dialogue, work it out. Understand each other, be open-minded, don't judge anybody. Salah, have this collaboration among yourself and do it. Ardha karwa ne ardha baki rakhwa nahi. Sometimes if we are in a situation where we are the decision maker, we cannot do things half-heartedly. Some things will compromise, some things will do, some we won't. That doesn't work out. It has to be complete focus, no here and there pulling in our being. When we do something, we do it wholeheartedly. Badhu kam salathi barabar karu. Have this unity within among ourselves and do work collaboratively for whole Jamaat. Jamaat khane jawama barabar choksi rakvi ne dua padwanu kam barabar karu. Chukwu nahi. Stay very regular. Choksi is like being very, very focused and very, very regular. Do not miss Jamaat Khana. Do not miss your dua. Be consistent in doing what you are doing. જે જ્ઞાનો જાણે છે અને માયના કાઢે છે તેઓને કહેવું કે અમે સંભળાવો ને જ્ઞાન પઢો. Very interestingly, Imam is teaching us that those who study Ginans. Remember, the word Ginan means knowledge. Do not limit it to only the Ginans of our peer. When we do that, we will leave the major part of the knowledge, Ginan, of our tariqah. So those who study Ginan, those who seek knowledge, those who have knowledge, tell them that teach us the meaning. Tene maina barabar samjho. And then we need to understand the meaning. Understanding requires us just not to listen, but think, reflect. The way we say pre-reading, post-reading, all that is included when we say barabar samjho. બરાબર સમજો. બીજા લોકો કિતાબ પઢે છે પણ તેની માયના નથી સમજતા. Now, the word kitab here is the physical book, and it is being referred to Quran actually. So I hope you are able to relate when Imam says Ginan and kitab. Imam is talking about knowledge actually. So those who study book, meaning Quran, they take it as a book. We don't take it as a book. We take it as a living book, and living book is Imam. Physical book is Quran is Samit, doesn't speak, but it has attached to it living book. That book has a soul in it, and that is the soul of Imam, because Imam is that living, speaking book. So for us as Jama'at, our Hidayat is that we need to be understanding that physical book through the light of the Imam. Imam, Kitab-e-Natiq, the light of Imam, right? The Bolta Quran. Only when we are with the Imam and when we open the book, physical book, we will find the light in it. Otherwise, people do not find what we find there. Do know that. બીજા લોકો કિતાબ પઢે છે પણ તેની માયના નથી સમજતા. They only believe or study what was revealed to Prophet. Noor-e Munazzal, the Noor which came down. Noor-e Munazzal. But Tawil is that Noor. Imam is that Noor which takes us back to the origin. Right? So not only Noor-e Munazzal we have to focus on. What is revealed, yes, it is revealed. But what is the meaning in it? That's what we are focusing on, right? તેમ તમે નહીં કરો, જ્ઞાન પઢો ને સમજો તો ફાયદો છે, નહીં તો શું ફાયદો થાય? If you study Gyanan and if you don't understand it, then there is no benefit of it. Literally, it's a waste of time. જ્ઞાનની માયના નિકાળી તે પ્રમાણે ચાલવું. First, understand the meaning. નિકાળી, work hard. It is not easy to understand the Tawil. For that, we have to study and work hard. So when we do that, when we really put our time and knowledge, our efforts, sacrifice, then only we can understand it and then we will be able to work on it. તો જ્ઞાનની માયના નિકાળી તે પ્રમાણે ચાલવું. આ કહીને સાંભળીને, આ કાને સાંભળીને બીજા કાને કાઢવી નાખવું નહીં. Now, this is the hidayat of Imam, that don't listen from one ear and get it out from the other. When does that happen? When you are listening in 1 hour class, you are understanding everything, you are enjoying everything. But if you afterwards do not listen or look at your notes, which if you have taken or reflect, or excuse me, or you read Farman, if you don't do that, it will be as if you heard from one ear and it came out from the other ear. It will become like that. Remember, the objective is that this knowledge, when we seek, it remains within us. Only yesterday, someone was telling me that when I read or listen, I understand it. But when I ask myself, what did you learn before that? I find myself blank. There's nothing in me. So the first thing I said, that have faith. If you're studying, if you're working hard in the beginning, if you see things blank or not there, don't worry about it. Just focus on you are doing or not. If you are doing, have faith in him. Because this knowledge, when we start studying and learning and desire to be able to express it, it is difficult. It is difficult. Remember, it all happens gradually, step by step. But it does happen if you were to stay committed to it. Right? So, જ્ઞાનની માયના નિકાળી તે પ્રમાણે ચાલવું. આ કાને સાંભળીને બીજા કાને કાઢી નાખવું નહીં. This is the hidayat of Imam. આ દીનનો કામ છે. How much time do we have for our deen? The question is that. Why it is easier just to listen to the lecture and forget about it. And we do forget about it if we don't go back. Why is it easy? Because somehow we do not give the importance to the deen the way we ought to give. If we really become serious and really start studying the way we ought to study, we will see change in our being. દુનિયાનું કામ છે કે એકને 1 રૂપિયો મળે છે અને એકને 1000 રૂપિયા મળે છે. પણ જેની રોજી હલાલ મળે અને તેને ખાય તો ઘણું સારું. Someone in this world will earn a rupee, someone may earn 1000 rupees. But if they are eating after paying the dasam of all 3 levels, then it will become goodness in the heart, goodness in the intellect. All will become good in the being. જેને હકનો 1 રૂપિયો મળે તે હરામના 1000 રૂપિયા કરતા વધારે છે. Now this is difficult in the worldly sense. It is difficult. That Mola says that if you are earning hard-earned money of 1 rupee or $1, it is better than $1,000. Hak halal no 1 rupee. Meaning that it is so important that we realize that our physical earning has to be hak halal. Our earning of knowledge has to be hak halal. All what we earn, our zikr ibadat has to be hak halal. How do we make it pure? Hak halal meaning making it pure. The way we have learned in the physical earning that we have to give the soul, hak of Imam, the right of Imam. Similarly, on our time, there is the right of Imam. How much time do we give? And remember, we are not talking about the time of Jamaat Khan attendance. It is after that. That's the difficult part because we are not able to differentiate between what is must and what is nawafil. This mahfil is not for those who believe in must. This is only for those people who truly believe in nawafil ibadah, doing more than what is required. If you really were to ask me, reading Farman does come into the category of must. But yes, we are doing more than just reading Farman. We are taking our meaning according to the Farman of Imam. And we also relate to Quranic references to be able to really understand the meaning in the book of Quran and see how Imam is actually teaching us in Farman, and the same nur is in Quran, same nur is in Ginan, same nur is in Qasidas. It is all one light. But are we paying attention to understand and connect? That is what is required, right? જે હલાલ રોજી મળે તે ઘણું સારું. જેને હકનો 1 રૂપિયો મળે તે હરામના 1000 રૂપિયા કરતા વધારે છે. રૂપિયા 1000 હલાલ મળતા હોય અને હરામનો 1 લાખ મળતો હોય તો હલાલના 1000 ખાવા વધુ સારું છે. Now Imam is changing the amount to help us realize that 1 rupee to 1,000 and then 1,000 to 100,000. 100,000. It is better, Imam says. So literally, if we look at these numbers, what it teaches us that in the physical worldly life, we have to live actually very simple and sincere life. People work hard to have businesses to save money from paying taxes, right? All these are actually tactics to save our money because we are in love with the physical money. And yes, it is hard-earned money. I agree with that. I work too. But remember that when we think like that, what we are doing, we are compromising on our ethics. We are compromising on our ethics. And it is a very important aspect of our deen, following the ethics of our religion. So we have to realize and look at ourselves so critically to be able to differentiate the laws which we learned back home. And when we come here, it's a different world. It's a different world, right? Back home, if I were to just give you example, there is no tax as per se. And here in Western countries, there's a high taxation on everything. So it's a very different way of living life. But when we look at Imam's farmans, and we really find out what is the ethical means of learning, ethical ways of learning in the physical life, all that we are doing physically to save our money, we have to be mindful. Are we honest and sincere? Because wherever we are Imam's advocate. That's what Imam has told us, that we are Imam's advocate. And the way Imam is so giving, so generous, not only for Jama'at, but Ummah, and then humanity. How are we as his murid? We are known as Ismailis. How are we as his murid? So wherever we go, we represent Imam. Physically, in the physical, structure of our life, when we see our Mukhi Sahib or our Amal Daran, they go to the meetings, they're representing Imam, and they are the Amar, and they are the official assigned people to advocate for Imam. But actually, when you study the Farmans, you don't need any title. We all are advocate. That's what Imam says. So how are we living our life and portraying that we are smileys? Matters. Smileys don't cheat. Why? Because that is the teaching of our faith. Then Imam says that, so earning a lot of money and being happy about it and cheating and giving priority to the money, those are not the characteristics of Mu'mins. They don't have love of worldly money in their heart. They're able to detach with money easily. Right? કોઈ પોતાના હાથથી ઇનામના 5 રૂપિયા આપે તે હલાલ છે. If somebody gifts you, rewards you, that is okay. ચોરી કરી નહીં ખાવું. Do not steal anybody's money. જેની ચાકરી કરો છો તેની ખિદમત બરાબર કરશો તો તમને તે વધારે આવશે. Loyalty matters. How loyal we are. Commitment matters. Physically, spiritually, intellectually, it matters. Right? The way in the physical world, Imam says that you have to earn honestly. And wherever you work very sincerely for the goals and objectives of that institutions, that business, wherever, whatever you do. You are sincerely investing your heart and soul, your mind, your intellect, everything in that work to achieve what has to be achieved. Then only you will be able to progress. Then only your money will multiply. Not only just the soul. Remember that. We give the soul and we have this entitlement attitude. Oh, I paid the soul. Mola will take care of me. But did we not just listen selectively and heard only about the soul? What about the ethics? Ethics is part of our the soul, physical, spiritual, intellectual. And remember, we are talking about all 3 levels: seeking knowledge, loyalty, commitment. When we are loyal to Imam, when we are loyal to Imam and not to our carnal soul, then only we will have multiplication, we will have progress, we will have prosperity. When we are truly sincere and loyal to Imam, our commitment, our bayya is with Imam. We cannot have our being pulled in this direction and that direction. That is not the condition of a mu'min, state of a mu'min. So let me share some Quranic verses as well to kind of, stay together and connecting all we are learning. So this is the first verse, chapter 39, verse 92. Surah Zumar. Az-Zumar. Does it not have 32 words? Okay. Surah Zumar 39, verse 32. I hope you are noting down all the verses we are studying so we can have this Quranic verse highlighted in Quran and, written Farman date, or in Farman we have Quranic verses. So we are connecting all the time, practicing our mind, our intellect. So this is the verse which we had studied last time, if you remember, didn't we? It is 3 by 92. Three by 92, Surah Al-Imran, verse 92. What does it say? Never will you attain the good reward. We just studied in Farman, right? Until you spend from that which you love. And whatever you spend, indeed, Allah is knowing of it. By no means shall you attain to righteousness. Righteousness is taqwa. It's being the honest, sincere, mu'min salik, until you spend out of what you love. And whatever thing you spend, Allah surely knows it. What is the Ginan? Peace Ginan? घर होवे वस्त प्यारी नाम साहेब जी को दीजिए, right? That whatever you love the most, give that to Imam. Whatever you love the most. And very interestingly, in the physical worldly life, we love money because we work hard all our life, our adult life, what we've been doing, working and working hard, right? It's our money. To detach from money is very difficult. It's a test put upon us. Whatever we love the most, are we able to detach? Number one is money. Then our time. I've worked hard. I've been to Jama'at Khana now. Let me relax, watch some TV. Are we able to let go of that and say, no, let me read something. Let me listen to this lecture. Let me do pre-reading. Let me study. Are we able to give our time? Let me sit down and do some zikr for whole smiley Jamaat, whole humanity, for aman and salamati. Are we able to do that? So remember, what we love the most, it has to be given. And He knows it. He knows it all, how we are doing it. So even if we have good thought, good intention, it counts in His code. Nothing is hidden. Nothing is hidden. But remember, when you think of good thoughts, it has to be in the light of knowledge. Because things which may think of good may not be good. Things which we think of it being good, but it may not be good. Meaning there's a difference in that as well, in the light of knowledge. And Nachis has done this lecture, good deeds versus true deeds. A mu'min is always loyal to Imam. And the loyalty, is according to the time. Commitment and loyalty is according to the time. In the time of Prophet Muhammad, the loyalty was to say 5 times namaz, right? That was being loyal, Farman Barda, committed. But in today's time, if we take that same Sharia, it is 3 times. According to the Farmans of Imam, according to the time, Imam Sultan Muhammad Shah has called us Ibnul Waqt, children of time. We follow Imam's Farman according to time. And how are we going to understand Imam's Farman according to the time? Even look at Imam Sultan Muhammad Shah's Farman, 100 plus years old. But actually, if you were to truly reflect, we are taking this Farman and understanding it in today's time. Because in Farman, exactly like Quran, that we have some literal advices and some allegorical. And we have to understand the meaning of the allegorical guidance. Because Imam Sultan Muhammad Shah's Farmans are filled with examples, parables. And we have to really decode it to understand the meaning in today's time. Just like the way we seek ta'wil in Quran. Imam Sultan Muhammad Shah has told us, there are 1,000 meanings of my Farmans. 1,000 meanings. So all that we can attain when we are really, really focusing in this knowledge. Now, what happens when we do give what we love? What does he say? Two by 254. So I did it in a rush, it seems today. 2 by 254, Surah Baqarah. O you who believed, spend from that which we have provided for you before there comes a day in which there is no exchange and no friendship and no intercession. And the believers and the disbelievers, they are the wrongdoers. So let's focus on this one, right? O you believed, Ya ayyuhal lazina aman. Those who are believers, iman wal, spend from that which we have provided for you. whatever has been given to us. And Ismaili Jamaat is truly, truly blessed. Our blessings we cannot even count. So whatever has been given to us before that day when we can't give anymore, we don't have the ability to give. We don't have any breaths remaining in us. The soul leaves this physical body. Our time is complete. Give before that day comes when we can't give anymore. And of course, when we are gone, like when we physically cannot give, there is no exchange. Meaning, remember, Peer has taught us that when we give what we love, Imam gives ek ka sawala, right? At one place, Imam has said ek ka so, and then there is ek ka sawalak as well. Multiplied times we receive. But what if we delay? Then there is no exchange. There is no friendship. We do say this zikr, right? That teri yari, with your friendship, Mawla. You know, friends do go above and beyond to take care of their friends because they love their friends. No conditions. It's just giving relationship and friendship. And can you imagine when Imam becomes our friend? There is no counts. It's just giving. He's generous friend. So wake up before the time when there is no exchange, no friendship, and no intercession. These are three darjat, three levels we are talking about. Very important to understand intercession. Imam is that wasila from Allah, right? We understand the nur of Allah in the time of Prophet. He was the nur of Allah. But now it is the time of Imamat. Imam is that nur of Allah, right? He is that wasila. By being obedient to Imam, we are being obedient to our Prophet and our Lord. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu atiullaha wa atiur rasul wa ulil amra minkum. He is that Malik of Amr, right? Amra minkum. He is that wasila. We have a wasila. We have ways and means to reach to the light. Are we understanding that wasila? Are we being obedient, loyal to that wasila according to the time? Friendship is a different level. And of course, a day will come when there will be no exchange. After we die, there is no free will. Then we have no means of multiplying things or becoming his friends. This ability is only during the physical lifetime when we are alive. So let's just stop here, and then inshallah next week we will continue with some more Quranic verses to relate the Farman we discussed today. Ji.
Subhanallah, subhanallah. Wonderful session again, Muhammad Saiba. Maulana Sultan Muhammad Shah keeps on repeating the same things over and over again because the Jama'at, for whatever reason, simply does not understand, or as he said, listens from one ear and takes it out from the other. And that relates to the Farman about one Jama'at. Basically, in 1896, Maulana Sultan Muhammad Shah was telling us this, and Hazrat Imam still has to repeat that 125 years later. So, inshallah, we will now at least understand that and make progress on that. The other one was when Maulana Sultan Muhammad Shah was telling us about understanding the ta'wil, or the meaning of what we read in our prayers. And do you agree that he was basically trying to tell the Jama'at, or he was telling the Jama'at at that time that we should leave the Shariat behind and we should be moving on to Tariqat and Haqiqat? And unfortunately, even now, the Jamaat still focuses on the Shariat rather than the Haqiqat and the Tariqat. Yeah. Do you agree with that? Or?
Absolutely. Yes, you're right. Yes, you're absolutely correct. Because Imam Sultan Muhammad Shah, from the day he became Imam, he started teaching us about end time. And end time is all about hakikat. It is all about ta'wil. It is all about meaning. So Shariat we perform, we follow the Shariat, but we focus our intention on the meaning of it. And Shariat is limited to the time. Hakikat is 24 hours. So, if we were to read further in Kalam-i Imam-i, Imam says that it is very easy to go to Jama'at Khana twice a day. It is very easy to say dua. Tell me, is it easy in today's time for us to be able to go to Jamaat Khana twice a day? It is difficult given our work life and the way we live far away from Jamaat Khana. It is difficult. And Imam says it is easy. So why would Imam say that? What Imam is saying that, to follow the Shariat of our tariqah is much easier. Meaning, we have attached the religion with our clock. 7 o'clock time, but the dua time. After that, before that, where is our deen? We don't think about that. So you're absolutely correct that Imam Sultan Muhammad Shah's Farman is based on following the tariqah as hakikati tariqah. Meaning, the way we've been reading Imam Sultan Muhammad Shah teaching us about ethics in a very detailed manner. Now, when we do our taxation, I'm just giving example because we talked about it. Are we mindful that we are ethical or not? When we keep our businesses and do whatever we need to do, are we mindful that we are smiles? We are following our tariqah. Are we hakikati or we are cheating? So simple things like that also matters. It is hard to follow the hakikati tariqah. It is very easy to be shariati. Shariati is only in time and doing the actions. But to understand the meaning and follow the meaning, it's very difficult. So you're very right, Kareem.
Another point I wanted to highlight was the importance of halal in everything. So Maulana Sultan told us in the Farman about being halal and our earning should be halal, our action should be halal, and so on.
Our awlad should be halal.
Yes. And it is very important, I think, as Maulana Sultan Shah mentioned, that if it's not halal, then it's difficult to make any progress. Because I think previously he's mentioned in his Farmans that if you have clean water and you have a drop of dirty water, that clean water then becomes dirty as such. Yeah. So the importance of halal. And if we really think about halal, then in fact there are so many different ways and means of us actually failing the test in terms of being halal. Yeah. Even to the extent of if you're working for somebody and you start doing your own personal work for half an hour, that is really not halal because the person is paying you for the work, yet you are doing your own personal work. Yeah. So it's things like that which are something that we have to think about. Friends, if you have any questions or comments, please come forward.
Yeah, Limadat Niamat Saiba.
What is that?
I wanted to ask about the Son and Nawafil Ibadat. So the Son regularly I pay, but what I also heard we have to pay our daily Son also, that is about 3 hours ka kuch hai. So I'm a little bit not sure about it.
So there is a detailed lecture on the son, Rabiama, which you should,
Indeed.
Listen to it. But what, in a very simple words, right? That yes, physical the son, then we have to give the son of our time, the son of our thoughts, the son of our being. So it is being mindful, how are we giving what we love?
Right.
Start like
Right.
that, right? First, physical earning, and then every kind of earning. Our life in this world is also earning which we have brought with us because its clock is ticking. We don't know when that clock will stop, right?
Yes.
So we have to give as much as we can to make it count, because that here what we give matters. Afterwards, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yes, you're right. But like how much, like, what about thoughts? How much the zone we have to pay, and per our 3 hour or this thing, how much we have to pay? This I'm a little bit very confused.
It's very simple, Ravyama. Keep
Okay.
things simple and easy, right? Okay, if you do your prayers morning and evening, that is you are giving that time, right? And
Okay.
your thoughts are there as well. And
Right.
after that, when you, let's say, listen to the lectures, you sit with your zikr, tasbih, whenever you have intention and you sit with down and do some, additional zikr, or you are listening to this lecture, this is your time. Your thoughts are here. Your thoughts
Right.
are not in the kitchen or cooking or, anywhere else. It is here.
Right.
This is your, the sound of your intellect. So you are doing that. So you have to remember that it is easier actually to do and not count. Do more, do more. When you do that, it becomes easier. जी. So Karim, I see Shahnaz has posted this Farman, Maulana Hazri Imam's Farman of Pune, February 22nd, 1969. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. My beloved spiritual children, I came in, I heard several surahs of the Quran being recited, and I remind you of the Farman which I made to you in the past. I would like each and every spiritual child not only to know the dua by heart, but to understand the meaning of the dua. It is fundamental for you and for your children and for the future of your Jama'at, for our Jama'at, that each and every one of you, particularly the younger members of the Jama'at, should understand the meaning of dua. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. So yes, whatever we study in Quran, we definitely have to understand the meaning. So apply it on every aspect. Our farmans, our ginans, our dua, whatever we study, we have to really understand the meaning. And yes, I agree that we are weakest in our Quranic understanding. So when we strengthen our learning and our understanding of Quran, and our farmans are from Quran, our ginans are from Quran, we will have very in-depth understanding of every teachings of our deen, if we understand the Quran, because our deen is from Quran, based on Quran. So thank you, Shahnaz, for sharing that.
So this is the Farman of Pune of 1957 of Hazar Imam, right?
69.
Sorry, 69 of on the Son.
No, it's about understanding the meaning of Quran. I completed my an answer to you, and then I read the Farman.
So, oh, okay. चलो मौला आपकी सेवा कबूल करे, दीन दुनिया में सुखी सलामत आबाद रखे, और आम फैमिली और आल औलाद की सलामती के साथ, for Nevin Saiba, the participants and everybody, and because I learned from participants too. Yali Mother.
Any other comments, questions or comments, friends?
Yes, Yali Mother.
Molali Mother.
Can I just ask you, are you just supposed to pay the son on the interest you earn? Or, like how the government sometimes gives you the money. Are you not supposed to pay the son on that?
I think you answered yourself. Yes, you are supposed to, because that is the earning, right? And any earning we take it at home or do whatever, we have to pay the son. Yes.
Okay, no, because I was having a talk with somebody and they said that if you don't earn interest on it, then you don't pay the son.
No, if you earn the interest. If you don't earn the interest, then yeah, you don't, right?
Okay,
But
okay.
yeah. I thought you are saying that you earn
No,
the
sorry.
interest.
Yeah, like they give you money for if you're an older person towards your heating and things like that.
Oh, so let me tell you, because I may not have understood your question. So let me explain
Okay,
to you what happens in USA, right? I'm in USA.
okay.
So every paycheck, every earning, they deduct money. Let's say 5% they are deducting from your earning. And you earn interest, so you have to pay on the interest. And your
Yes.
employer or your business, we have 401k, which we call. So let's say you're 5%, you're 7%, whatever percent they deduct, they add some money on it. So when they add that part, that portion, when you retire, you do know exactly how much did you put in, how much your employer put in, and how much did you earn from it. So how much did you put in if you were paying your the zone on the net earning, gross earning, right? Then you don't have to pay in that. But very many Jamaat people, they only pay the zone on what they receive. Meaning then you have to pay the zone on your own earning, which you did not pay the zone all whole your life because they deducted it prior to you getting it, right? So you have to pay the zone on that. Whatever your employer added, you're receiving from your employer. You never earned that money. It was a kind of, given to you because you were with that company or in that business. You have to pay the zone on that. And then you made some interest. You have to pay the zone on that.
Yes.
So it was not your money. You've not paid the son on these amounts. You have to pay the son. So if you are receiving money just from government, it is not your own saving, and government is giving you because you are in that country, the law is such, then you do have to pay the son. You do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. And that, I think the older you are, it becomes harder actually, because resources are limited. And that's why, it is easier if you have learned, if you have kept your life simple throughout, you will have no difficulty to transition to that time to be able to keep up with the uh, our duties of our deen, right? To be able to pay. So yes, you have to pay the son in that. Anything which we have not made and paid in it, I remember that there are some Ismailis, I've seen it in my family, that even like somebody gives you a gift or somebody visits you, right? And they bring
Yeah.
just, let's say even cake. They came over and they brought a cake. The part of the cake should be cut and taken to Jamaat Khana because that's what you receive, which was not yours, or you didn't earn, you didn't buy it. It's not yours. And you love it because it's a beautiful gift, sweet, delicious cake. You have to take out the piece and give it to Imam first. So it depends on you, as uh, that family member or older family member being the role model for your younger family, children, that how much do you remember to pay the son or haq of Imam or simplified. Oh, because I love it, I have to give it to Imam. That's what we should teach our children. Oh, I love this. This is so beautiful. But I have to first give it to Imam and then I can use it. And they'll be like, you love it, but I love my Imam more. His love comes above all love. So how beautiful that becomes for our younger generation when we talk to them like that. Oh, we are supposed to love Imam that much? Yes. You know? So
Yeah.
thank you
So
for
it gets
asking that.
ingrained in them that that's what you're supposed to be doing. Yeah. They
Yes.
understand it
Yeah.
a lot more easily. I
Yeah.
know a lot of people used to belong to uh, I think it's like how do you call it? They used to call a mudlas where you had to pay 25% or something, and
Yes.
sometimes people would find it difficult, so they would come out of it because they weren't able to pay exactly what they were supposed to do.
Yeah.
I remember people saying that it's quite difficult. You have to make sure that you pay on everything you receive. If you receive a gift or anything like that, you have to pay the sond on that as well. And sometimes it became quite difficult for people to do that.
Yes, because at that time I think education was lacking, I would say. In
Yeah.
today's time, it is not that difficult because you are able to estimate what gift you received, because remember when we talk of Nandi even, it is a physical gesture, Shariat, right? So yes, when we have young children around us, we do what we need to do to teach them love. So that's a different aspect. It changes. We have to really follow our religion with intellect. But let's say if there is no children around you and you do not have to do that, then you are able to actually, guesstimate how much does it cost. You add to it and you pay your amount. If somebody gives you a gift, there should not be that awkwardness or that, oh, I don't want the gift because I have to pay this 25%, or oh, I'm not able to keep up with accounts. Now we are very computer savvy, phone savvy. We can just put things and it's easier, I would say. Due to the technology and the time, it's easier to keep this hisab kitab and pay the sum.
Thank
Any
you.
other questions or comments, friends, before we close the session?
I'm loving the questions, Karim. They're beautiful questions. Ji Hamida.
Yali Madad.
Malali
I wanted to find out about this halal food. Like according to us, it is like halal is dason paid. But my friends, they say they go and buy meat from halal butchers. But I never go to halal butchers. So what is your opinion about it?
There was a question asked to Imam Jafar Sadiq or Imam Muhammad al-Baqir. I'm not prepared, so my references are not 100% correct, so forgive me.
Yeah.
When Imam was asked that, when they are traveling and they do not know the
Yeah.
food, if they are, being, sacrificed or, by saying, Allahu Akbar. You do know the difference, right? If you eat chicken from
Yes.
McChicken, McDonald, or
Yeah.
a halal shop, they say Allahu
Yeah.
Akbar, and that's a chicken, right? And that's halal.
Mm.
So somebody asked Imam, and Imam said, if you are saying Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim
Yeah.
before eating that food, it is halal.
Yes. Okay.
So you
Good.
got your answer.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
So remember, see, this is the question. One is Shariat, other is Hakikat. So
Yeah.
your question is, what is the Hakikat? Yes, we eat halal. We do not eat haram. We eat halal. But what
Yeah.
does halal means? Am I strongly committed to paying the soul?
Yeah.
Physical, spiritual, and intellectual. Do not even limit it to money. Do not limit it to food. So it is,
Oh.
looking at it in a very, very, what word should I use? Very close-mindedly, very limiting it. Shariat. And we are not Shariati. We are not Shariati. There is a tariqat and then comes the hakikat. We are
Hakikat.
hakikati.
Aha.
So why do we demote ourselves? There's no need to do that. Right? So we follow Shariat. I'm not saying we don't. We do. But with the understanding of its meaning, and that is hakikat.
Right. 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 Yeah. Thank you. Shukr.
Any other questions or comments, friends?
I saw Karim Nilufar is not able to unmute. Are you able to help her? I'm not sure why she's not able to unmute.
Oh, I haven't seen. Oh, okay, 1 second. Let me see if I can. I've asked her to unmute. Yeah. Can you possibly put your question in the chat, Nilofer Saiba?
I'm sorry, Nilufar. I do not know why you're not able to unmute. You can write your question or probably ask the next time. I'm not sure how else to help you.
Gee. Okay, any other friends who've got questions or comments? Thank you, Niamat Saiba, once again for a lovely session.
Shukran.
And inshallah, we'll meet again next Saturday to continue this wonderful Farman. Thank you, and Yali Madad.
Thank you.
Yali Madad, friends.
Yali Madad friends. Yali
Wallahi
Madad.
madad.
Yali Madad.
Yali Madad.
Yali Madad. Thank you.
Yali Madad, everyone.
Yali Madad.
Yali Madad, Yali
Yali
Madad.
Madad.
You do such a good job. I
Oh, thank
enjoy
you.
you. I
Shukran.
enjoy it. Thank you.
Shukran, Mullah. All due to your prayers, ma. Yali Madad.
Yeah. Do.
Yali Madad.
Yali Madad. Yali
Yali
Madad.
Madad. Yali Madad.
Thank you so much.